They said muscle cars were dead, that the roaring V8s would fade away, replaced by silent soulless machines, but someone didn't get the memo. Because now, in the shadows of nostalgia and the edge of tomorrow, something powerful is coming back, and it's wearing the most iconic badge of rebellion, the 2026 Pontiac Trans Am. It doesn't whisper its return. It growls, a deep, thunderous growl that echoes through decades of American car culture. It's not just a car, it's a resurrection, a phoenix rising from the ashes, fitting for a machine that once wore a flaming bird across its hood like a badge of honor. The Trans Am is back, but this isn't your father's muscle car. It's born from the past, but forged in the future. And the moment you lay eyes on it, it means business. Its stance is wider, lower, more aggressive. The body lines flow like liquid metal, but with the sharpness of a blade. Every inch of this machine is sculpted for performance, from the angry LED eyes up front to the razor-sharp tail end that looks like it could slice the wind in two. At the front, a massive blacked-out grille sits like a predator's mouth, flanked by piercing DRLs and air ducts that scream aerodynamics. The hood? It bulges with purpose, and just when you think it can't get any more intimidating, your eyes lock onto the legendary Firebird emblem. Now redesigned, sleeker, more modern, but still unmistakably Trans Am. Move to the side and you'll notice deep creases in the doors, air channels behind the front wheels, and muscular rear haunches that make no secret of the power hiding underneath. The 20-inch wheels are forged aluminum, matte black, with red brake calipers peaking through performance rubber that clings to the road like a beast refusing to be caged. Now let's talk about what's under the hood, because this isn't just about looking mean, it's about being mean. Rumors suggest that the 2026 Trans Am will house a reworked version of GM's legendary 6.2-liter supercharged V8, the same soul that once breathed fire in the Camaro. ZR1, but now it's tuned even further. We're talking 750 plus horsepower with torque that could tear asphalt apart. And yes, it's made into a 6-speed manual because real rebels still roll their own gears. 0 to 60, a mind-warping 3.4 seconds. Quarter mile, around 10.8 seconds depending on conditions. Top speed, north of 200 mph. But what sets the Trans Am apart isn't just the numbers, it's the way it feels. The way it shakes the earth beneath you. The way the exhaust crackles when you downshift. The way it makes your heart race just by turning the key. But power alone isn't enough in the modern era. The 2026 Trans Am blends old school muscle with cutting edge technology. Beneath the retro inspired shell is a thoroughly modern platform. Independent rear suspension, active dampers, magnetic ride control, and carbon ceramic brakes for precision stopping power. It's not just straight line speed anymore. This Trans Am can dance through corners like never before. Every input is sharp, every response is immediate. It's built for the drag strip and the mountain pass. Slide into the interior and you're greeted with a cabin that honors its past but embraces the future. Premium leather wraps the sports seats, stitched with red and gold accents that echo the Firebird legacy. The flat-bottom steering wheel is trimmed in Alcantara with paddle shifters for those who prefer the automatic option. And yes, there's a Firebird logo in the center, pulsing red when the car roars to life. But what really steals the show is the digital cockpit. A fully customizable 12.3-inch instrument cluster displays everything from G-forces to boost pressure. Beside it, a massive 15-inch infotainment screen floats above the dash, running GM's latest UI, complete with wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and a 12-speaker Bose sound system. But who needs music and when the engine is already singing? There are even retro nods. The classic Trans Am font appears across the dash trim, and the red screaming chicken comes alive in ambient lighting during sport mode. It's a perfect blend of analog soul and digital brains. Now you might be wondering, how did Pontiac come back at all? After all, GM shelved the brand back in 2010, but enthusiasts never let it die. Underground builders and tuning houses like Trans Am Worldwide kept the flame alive with custom builds over the years. And finally GM listened, or maybe They were watching the demand, or watching the forums, watching the love that never faded. And now, in 2026, Pontiac is reborn, not as a full lineup, but as a legacy brand under the GM umbrella. And the Trans Am is its flagship. Each 2026 Trans Am will be limited production. We're talking less than 5,000 units worldwide. Everyone hand assembled, everyone numbered, and everyone a future classic. There's even a collector's edition, a throwback to the 1977 model driven by Burt Reynolds in Smokey and the Bandit. Gold wheels, T-top roof, black and gold paint, and yes, the full flaming bird across the hood. But don't be fooled. This isn't a car for just looking at. This is a car for driving, for burning rubber, for screaming down highways at midnight while the world fades into a blur. And in a world that's turning electric, the 2026 Trans Am dares to stay loud. That's not to say it's ignorant of the times. GM has plans for a hybrid performance system down the line, possibly even an all-electric Trans Am variant. But for now, the V8 lives, and it lives gloriously. Safety-wise, the 2026 Trans Am isn't cutting corners. You'll find every modern feature you expect. Adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, and a 360-degree camera system. But most drivers won't care. They'll turn those off. Because when you're behind the wheel of a machine like this, you're not looking for assistance. You're looking for freedom. So what does it all mean? It means the muscle car war isn't over. It means rebellion is still alive. And it means the Firebird is flying once more, faster, louder, and more powerful than ever before. The 2026 Pontiac Trans Am isn't just a car, it's a symbol of everything we refuse to let go, of the thrill of the drive, of the sound of thunder on four wheels. It's a message to the world. Some legends never die. They just shift into sixth gear and roar into the future.